Hello and welcome to the introduction video. First of all, thank you very much for purchasing PLR Blogs 151 through 160. This intro video is just to kind of give you a general idea of how to navigate the different files, especially if you're brand new to these blogs. You know, you're going to be downloading 13 different zip files and you might not know where to start. Obviously, you found the videos folder and this introduction video. So I'm just going to go over some of the files just to kind of acquaint you with what is what and where to go, and hopefully that'll help you out and get you started installing these blogs as soon as possible. Okay, so we've got the only zip you don't see here is the videos zip because I'm recording currently, but you should have 10 blog zip files, a README first folder, videos folder, and a WP Twins files folder. Okay, so you unzip all those, and I'll just start at the top. So we'll look at an example of the blog zip file. So you open that up, and now in this video I'm not going to show you how to install because this is just the introduction video. The installation video will show you how to do all that. But I just wanted to mention quickly that when you open up one of the folders that contains the blog zip file, you're going to notice that, well, actually you'll notice when you watch the installation video that only these two files will be uploaded to your server. Okay? Don't unzip this blog zip, this zip file here. Just as you'll see in the installation video, upload these two files. This zip file here, these 10 articles that are on the blog, they are just that, the 10 articles on the blog. The reason why I include them is because you might want to rewrite them and replace them with the blogs on the articles on the blog, or you might want to rewrite them and add them as unique articles to those on the blog. But I would recommend that even if you do that, that you should still rewrite the articles on the blog or replace them with unique content because everybody's got the same articles initially. Okay, so from a search engine point of view, it's best to rewrite or add brand new articles. The more unique, the better. Okay, because you want to stand out from everybody else, etc. I consider them sort of starter articles. It's a point of which to start. Okay. WP Twin files. I'll just mention something about this now. The reason why I include these is because some of you will own WP Twin. If you don't know what that is, it's a script that you have to purchase. Well, it's a script that one must purchase to own it. It's like $97 or something. It might be more now. I don't know. But you don't need to own this script to install these blogs. I include these WP Twin files for people who already own WP Twin when they purchase these blogs and they prefer to install the blogs with WP Twin. Okay, hope that makes sense. If you don't own WP Twin and you don't plan to own it, then you can just delete these files from your desktop because they're just going to take up almost 200 megabytes of space on your hard drive. All right. The only time I'd say keep these if you don't own WP Twin is if you plan on reselling these blogs, which some of my customers do. They set up like a sort of a sales blog, if you will, and they list all the blogs for sale. Then you could add these WP Twin files as sort of like an added bonus. All right. But if you don't plan on doing that, then I would just not unzip them, or if you did unzip them, just delete them because it's just going to take up too much, hard drive space unnecessarily. All right. As far as the videos, again, you've found them, and you're watching the intro video. If you haven't navigated here in this folder, sometimes people write to me saying, "Hey, where are the rest of the videos?" They obviously didn't watch this introduction video. So you would open up that second folder, installation setup videos page, and you just double-click this HTML page, and that will open up in a browser. And I've created this, so you don't. It just automatically opens up. And going a little slow here, and I've listed, as you can see, my tutorial videos are all hosted on YouTube. So I have a YouTube channel here called Blog Setup Tutorials. It's unbranded, so it doesn't mention anything about PLR or anything like that. But the reason why I laid these out on an HTML page is just so you can kind of know which video to start with. So basically, you're starting from top to bottom, left to right. Okay, so you start here, but as you can see here, some are optional. So, if you don't ever plan on adding a blog to a subdomain or subfolder, you don't need to watch this video. All right, changing login details, that just kind of helps you to keep your blog secure. Theme overview, you might want to become acquainted with the theme because there's some special features to it. I've added some new theme features since I created this video. Let's see, changing your affiliate links. Sales page template, you may never want to create one of those, but if you do, you might want to watch this video. Okay, so just kind of go down and, just to mention quickly, not all of my blogs have an Amazon A store. This set does, and a couple of my other previous sets have an Amazon A store. So because Amazon requires each individual affiliate to log into their own account to create their own A store, you'll have to do that if you want to use the A store that I've similar to what I've put up on the blogs. You'll have to create your own. Okay, so this video walks you through that. It's very easy to do. Um, so this really is your videos page. This is what you need in order to install the blogs. Again, main installation video, etc. However, if you want to go to my YouTube channel, that's fine as well. Just keep in mind that that they're not necessarily in chronological order. This goes from number 2 to number 3 to number 5 to number 4, 21 to, so it could get a bit confusing. That's why I created this page. All right, so laying them out and sort of start here, work your way down, kind of thing. Um, but this page may come handy for some of you, especially if you buy other sets of mine. For example, my first set of embarrassing illness niches. That particular set of blogs has specific videos, but you'll find it on the tutorials page anyway. Or if you start selling these blogs to your customers and you forget to give your customers this page, then and someone writes to you and say, hey, how do I install these blogs on a subdomain? You could send them to this URL, and you can just send them here, and they can watch how I show how to install on a subdomain. All right, I hope that makes sense. And then finally, we have the README First folder. So go ahead and double click that. And you'll find the password to each blog in this particular set, because each set of blogs I create, I have a different password. All right. So you'll double click this, and you'll see your password here. It's not highlighting because sometimes when I'm recording, Notepad doesn't respond. Okay, there we go. Now, if you purchase a previous set of blogs of mine, you're going to have a different password. Okay, so that's one way to find it. And then you've got here as well login details for the blogs. You double click that, double click this, and there's the same password again. It's a bit redundant, I realize, but the reason why I did that is because some people would write to me saying, "Hey, where's my password?" So again, either they didn't watch this intro video or they didn't go through this folder and click around to find where these things are located. Standalone theme and plugins, feel free to use the theme to a pre-existing blog of yours, but just remember that if you want it to look like how I've set up the blogs, then you need to watch some of the videos on how to install images for the slider, for the thumbnails. I would at the very least include the slideshow plugin if you're going to use the theme and want to set it up similar to how I've set up the blogs. Your rights, since you're my customer, you get the right to resell the blogs, basic resale rights. But some people try to sell these blogs for $10 each, or for $10 for all 10. You can't do that. That's my rights say $17 per blog, or $47 for all 10. Okay, so just make sure you understand your rights as a purchaser, but you can resell these blogs. And then your customers get personal rights. Okay, so you'd give them this PDF. PSDs and images, basically they're on all the blog sets that have an Amazon A store will have a banner in the sidebar that links to the A store on the blog itself. And those banners, you can create your own unique banners from the Photoshop files. And then finally, we have this documentation. Documentation, be sure to read. And again, you just double click this file, HTML page here. It'll open up in a browser. And here I am saying, thank you for purchasing. These are the blogs you purchased. If you're interested in any of my other sets, then all these images individually link to my WSOs. So you can check out and purchase any of the other blogs that I've created, blog sets. A couple of plugins I've created as WSOs. If you want to sign up to be an affiliate, if you have a list or customers that you think would benefit from these blogs, please feel free to uh, sign up to promote uh, any of my WSOs by following one of these links here. I do offer an installation service, but it's highly dependent on my time. Um, you know, so if you want me to install, have a look at the different services I offer. One is a basic install, one's an advanced install, and this is what you get for each, and these are the prices for each. Okay, again, please note it just depends on how busy I am. Okay, um, standalone theme notes, you can just kind of read that quickly if you like. Hosting, if you don't have cPanel hosting, I'd highly recommend cPanel hosting. Only because in my 7 or 8 years experience, cPanel hosting is by far the easiest, most intuitive kind of hosting, even for newbies, and it makes installing these blogs an absolute breeze. Okay, if you have like GoDaddy hosting, you can still install these blogs, but it's not that simple. It's just how GoDaddy's hosting is. Um, and there's Plesk and different kind of hosting that to me I just find are unnecessarily labor intensive to get these blogs installed. So just something to consider. And if you did want to get cPanel hosting, I'd highly recommend HostGator because one, they have great support. They're a huge company, so they're going to have great uptime. Their prices are very reasonable, and you can get the first month for just a penny if you use this discount code. All right, so you check out, get the baby plan at the very least, and check out with this discount code here, PLR Blogs discount, and you'll get the first month for a penny. Then I think it's about $10 after that, and you can host unlimited domains. Okay, so that's a great deal and great support, etc. But JustHost and Bluehost are pretty good as well. I don't really have much experience with them, but I know they're good. Um, Consider building a list as you go through your IM career. Even if you're brand new, just still consider it because I wish I had. I didn't start considering it until I'd been in internet marketing for 5 years. Um, I use Aweber personally, but there's iContact, GetResponse. There's a load of others. This isn't an exclusive list or an exhaustive list by any means. But definitely consider signing up and getting started with learning how to build a list, etc. Some general security tips. WordPress blogs are always going to be a target for hackers. So just be aware of that. Here's some articles that I recommend you read. Just a few ways to help secure your blogs. The PLR articles, basically you can do what you want with them. But just again, remember that every customer gets the same articles because they're already on the blogs. So just try to make them as unique as possible because that's just going to benefit you in the search engines and for your site visitors, etc. And if you have any questions, you can contact me at askscottforsupport.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But other than that, thanks again for purchasing and watching this video. Please move on to the main installation video, learn how to get these blogs installed, how to configure them, and then I promise you the one after that will be easier, and the one after that will be easier, and then pretty soon you'll be a pro at installing and getting these blogs up within minutes, 2-3 minutes. Okay? Thanks again, and hop on over to the next video. Thanks.